Sassy but classy. Sassy but classy. The hottest show you need to watch, you need to listen to. Wednesday night, you all invited to a different view. Man, I bet you get addicted if you see him once. So lock him in and watch, cause you gon' see him twice a month. Beautiful women speaking life and they just conversating. Leave a comment, maybe you can join the conversation. Ain't no filter when you listening to me talk. She just say what's on the mind, ain't me a fault. I can tell you who to like if you need advice. Mix a little bit of life with some pumpkin spice. Shimmy, 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 yeah, shimmy, shimmy, who? Just a goddess on the pod, Kimmy Woo. Sassy but classy, 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 sassy but classy.
Hello. Y'all already know who it is. It's your baby daddy favorite bald head, Mia the Ape, and we back. We got a great big ass panel. I'm excited as hell. I got my girls with me, and yeah, let's get lit. Y'all introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, you guys already know what it is. Your girl Pumpkin Spice. Please remove the P out the middle.
Hey, Kimmy Woo. We sassy and classy too.
I was waiting for it.
I thought she was gonna do the sniper war, but okay. So as y'all can see, to all our viewers out there, we got a lot of guests going on, and I want to start from the top left. If you could turn your mic on and introduce yourself real quick, that would be Jig. You the top left.
On top left.
Yeah.
Everybody I know Jig did. My favorite promoter. Favorite promoter.
And next person who's in the middle.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Deshaun Talks, and I'm a motivational speaker and an entrepreneur.
Ooh,
motivational speaker with that voice. How you doing?
Yeah, he gonna motivate y'all to drop y'all draws.
How y'all doing? Amazon, I'm a financial analyst as well as a community activist.
Okay, man.
Okay, girl.
who's next?
Am I next?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm Keisha. I'm a project manager and a bartender. I have my own business. So yeah, that's it.
Hey.
Ooh, child.
Yo, I think it's Mike. Is his mic muted?
Your mic muted.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Mr. Blessing himself the streets is we gonna get you right, friend. We're gonna get you right.
Try to unmute your mic, babes. There we go. Nope, we can't hear you.
It's a no-go.
Nope. Okay. So until we can get that situated real quick, hold on. Let me see if we could troubleshoot it. Let's see.
Okay, so tonight we like you guys see, we do have a great discussion panel right now. Everyone has introduced themselves. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one for accepting to be on this panel and not knowing what you guys are about to get yourself into. So we're gonna jump straight into the icebreaker until we figure my man down there at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mia made me do this or that, and I'm a little extra, so I'm gonna turn it up, and y'all don't judge me, judge your mama, okay?
Oh my God.
So, I'm not ready because I don't know what she got. Okay. All right, what's the icebreaker for this or that?
So we're gonna just jump straight into it. So I'm gonna give you two things. You're gonna say either this or that. That's all you need to tell me. So the first thing is gonna be, do you like a missionary or a cowboy? Who would like to answer the question? Hello?
Cowboy.
Oh. Okay. I'm
them Aries nasty.
My
Like girl.
I know.
Deshaun, what you like?
Well, I gotta pick both.
Oh.
I mean, why?
Which one do you like the most?
Why settle? Both.
Okay, well, see, you already broke the rules already. Amazon.
Look, we got Miss Sally that said missionary. Okay, girl.
So when you're having sexual intercourse, do you like the lights off or on?
No, off.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah,
You
Nah,
want
It
it
don't
off?
matter.
because you had the lights off and the TV on, so some light coming from somewhere.
Still a
I
light.
need to see the person's expression. I need to see their face.
Just
It
that? You
don't.
don't need to see what's all down there?
Nah,
The
everything.
moans gonna the
Need to
moans
see the
gonna
face.
tell you what they saying anyway.
I
Could
need
be
to see.
fake. Could be
I need
fake.
to see both faces.
We could be fake, right? With the moaning, right?
Hello.
No, you can tell your body action is gonna move too. Like you gonna feel the
That
body
too.
movement. You
Fake
can't
that
fake that.
Who? Child, please. We're gonna have to say the fakeness for the
You
next part because
Yeah, let's talk about that after all the discussions because ain't no way, baby. Because we can definitely fake
I'm
it.
gonna just say my name kind of well known. Just ask. Ain't no faking.
You
I'm gonna
nasty.
mute my mic now.
ooh, you nasty. Would you like a person to be submissive or dominant?
Dominant.
Look,
Dominant,
gotta be a little bit of both.
because I'm usually the dominant one, so I want somebody who can be the dominant one for a change.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good.
Okay, I got one. I'm finna throw one in there. To be choked
Go.
or not to be choked?
That was the next one.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Choke me.
you like to be choked, Jig? What the hell?
Yeah,
I like that too. It just makes
Yeah, it just brings everything. They're like, oh, so we on something here, all right.
Oh, look at me.
The
What
choice.
happened to this or that? I didn't get the option to say this or that.
You're gonna pick either one that I'm gonna give you two choices and you pick one.
So I can't say this or that.
Carla say, choke me, bitch. Okay.
Okay, and one more. Would you rather watch porn or make porn?
Ooh,
That's easy. Everybody rather make it.
make
I
it.
don't wanna watch what you got going on. I make my own.
Okay, I'm with you with the watch. No, I'm a make. I ain't gonna watch. It doesn't turn me on when I watch porn.
First of all, it takes too long just to find a porn you want to watch.
You can make your own. By the time you get there, you be done got it.
You might as well just make your own.
Ooh, y'all is nasty. Look, we finna get to another game. Okay, so first, before we get into this, I want to shout out to this Black creator. He created this deck called Urban Trivia. I found him on TikTok, of course, because y'all know I'm addicted to TikTok. And I got a couple questions that I'm going to ask y'all from this deck of cards that I had picked out earlier.
Nice.
And the first one I'm going to do, I don't know, I'm not going to look at them. Matter of fact, let me scramble them up real quick and just pick one. All right, so the first question is, if you open the fridge in a Black household and you see a Crunchy Crock butter container, what is more likely to be inside? A, butter. Wait, hold on. Let me give y'all options. Look at y'all niggas. A, butter. B, spaghetti. C, greens. D, ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling.
D.
Okay,
no
yeah,
telling.
I got it. All right, so the next one, let me scramble. Hold on. It says, which popular rapper real name is Nevadius Wilburn? A, Young Thug. B, Future. C, Black. D, Gucci Man.
Future.
B.
What's his name?
Nevadius.
That's Future.
Yeah.
That's
yes, it was Nevadius Nevadius Wilburn.
Oh, Nevadius. Oh,
yeah.
That's
Hold
how
on,
you
let me
say
see.
that?
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, I never knew how you supposed to pronounce
The
that.
last name alone would have gave that away.
That's why his song name is Future.
Okay, so next one is, we're gonna do two more. The next one is, finish this phrase. Don't come for me
until I sing for you, ho.
Okay. Oh, okay, Kim. I didn't even give the options. God damn it. Oh, but then you know what? I'm finna get on your ass about that shit too. Because remember I said about you, the Aries always wanted to be first. Look at you.
Whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
You just always find a way to throw an Aries dig at us.
Cause I love
No matter
y'all.
what.
Cause I love y'all. Okay, one more.
She does.
Okay,
she does.
on the show Living Single, how was Khadijah and Sinclair related?
Khadijah
Cousins.
and Sinclair.
Khadijah
They were
and
cousins.
Yeah,
yeah.
was
All right.
cousins.
They cousins?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were cousins. All right, so y'all ready?
Maxine was a friend, and Regina was a friend too, I think.
So let's shout out to that Black creator. Urban Trivia is the name of the game, and we're gonna get straight into the topic of discussion right after. And the question is, do men really want a woman to pay bills? And before we get into that, y'all answering, I have a video that I want to listen. Oh, look, there go his mic working.
Why is this
Yeah.
not paying any bills in the first place? You chose this bitch.
Hey, listen.
You trust her with what? Hold on.
Stop. What you mean? What girl come in the house and don't pay bills? Are you for real?
I didn't just say that.
You did. You did.
What?
You said she shouldn't be in your house if she don't pay bills. You
No, I
chose
didn't. I
that.
said if she's in your house, why are you paying all the bills?
Cause it's my house. Who?
But why is she? Why is she
listen,
in your house?
A nigga with money don't want you to listen. I'm gonna get this out to all women worldwide. Niggas with money don't want you paying no. We don't care for you to do that. We not coming to get you for no bread. If you do that and you get your own bread on the side, we gonna clap our hands for it. We gonna smile about it. We gonna be proud of it. We don't need you to do it. That's the advantage of picking us. We don't want you for that. We want to, honestly, we don't, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You the rich nigga on the goddamn. No, nigga, no. You know exactly what I'm saying to you. You speak French now.
See, y'all, I really be trying to leave y'all alone, man, but I be seeing these comments on these videos, and I'm just here to help, bruh. So first off, what Iman is saying is absolute fact. Let's go ahead and get that one out the way. But here's the thing. Don't be trying to associate providing with the fact that he's an athlete, he's a celebrity, he's rich, yada, yada, yada. Because let me tell you something. You ain't got to be rich to be a provider, on God. See, because being a provider is a mindset. The people who argue the shit don't have the right mindset and they broke. It's the double whammy. Let's get the caveats out the way because somehow folks on the internet thinks that there are only two ways to see things. Stop that shit. We are talking to and about the men who have the means to provide for their wives, not your girlfriend, not your situationship, none of that. Listen, your situationship should not be receiving the same benefits as the next man's wife. Does this make sense? We are talking to the women who have the capacity to get to their own bag, right? A lot of them had good jobs. They had businesses or what have you, but they've been doing it by themselves for so long, they feel burnt out. Raising kids, all of that. They come across a man who happens to have a provider mindset. He says to said woman, hey, look, you don't have to work. I ain't say you can't work. I ain't say I don't want you to work. I said you don't have to work. Those women very often become their own bosses. They set their own schedules because their husbands, right, put them in a position to do so. In turn, they reciprocate by managing the household. Y'all got to stay with me. You know, people always talk about the business aspect of a marriage, and they absolutely right, because that's exactly what the fuck this is partially. And you got to do what makes good business sense, right? God damn it, if I'm in the position to put you in a position where I say to you, you don't have to work, you as a woman who is not lazy, you say to yourself, well, damn, what can I do to contribute to the house a little bit more? Oh, I know, I'm gonna do what I'm passionate about. In doing what you're passionate about, it turns into you being at peace because you're not arguing with your coworker. You ain't got that supervisor that's one day away from saying the wrong shit and having you walk up out of there. The man is able to do what he's supposed to do because he's walking in what he loves to do, right? Everybody's happy. Everybody wins. We travel more. We do the shit we want to do. Our kids feel the benefit of it. Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? This is a dance. We got to be together on this shit. We got to stop arguing about the bullshit. The men who you see in the comments always arguing are the men who don't have the means to do so. Yeah, I said men's. The women's who you see in the comments arguing are the women who have been convinced that the man that they're with who doesn't have the means to do so got a 50-50 household, but she's still doing all the work around the house. Never mind. I'm about to go eat this Chipotle. Y'all be great, man. Y'all be great. I ain't got time.
Oh, woo. Okay, so Pumpkin, I can't hear you. Your thing mute.
Get one of the guys to answer that.
Okay, Dejing.
That's right up his alley. Can't hear you. Can you? Who's that, Mia? Can you mute them?
I don't know
think
who
that's
it is.
Jig. Mute Jig, please.
Maybe. Let's try again. Hold on. Go ahead and unmute Dejing.
I was earlier. I don't know.
Okay, so let me go. Why? Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but So what Iman said, I totally agree with. Most men who have money are not with women because they want them to help them financially. We already get that. The guy said, yeah, because he's rich, that's what we want. But when you showed the second video with the other guy, now that was the one that took me back, because I'm like, you know what? Guys who can afford to take care of women, you don't have to be rich to do so, like he said. So if that's what you're supposed to do and you can afford to do it, I think I agree with that other guy. Like, people who gonna complain is the people who can't do what it is that we're asking them to do, or we feel that they should do for us as women or men, vice versa. So yeah, I agree with him. I ain't got no feedback on that one. He hit it right on the head. Kim?
Yes.
You want to go next?
I mean, I don't have a problem paying any bills. I mean, I'm just gonna pay the lights and the water. So if you make me mad, they're just gonna get cut off. I'm gonna hurt you. Get that out. But I absolutely agree with second guy and first guy. It doesn't even matter when, rich or poor or whatever the case. Can you sustain the household? If you can sustain the household and I don't have to work, then that's fine. You put me in a situation still, like Miss Carla said to the bottom, put me in a situation to win. I agree with that. So if I'm not lazy, I'm gonna contribute in other different ways. Whether that be create a business, and we're gonna continue to win. So the people that complain, guys, women, whatever, it's just they can't or they don't want to.
Okay, I agree with you on that one. That's definitely good point. Good point. Good point. So Keisha, you want to go next?
So when I initially saw this topic, I had a whole different perspective on this. Like, why wouldn't we want to contribute as well? Because think about my own situation. Like, I'm not with my kid's father, so if I were to get into a relationship, I felt like if we live together, I should be providing something because my kids live here too. But after hearing that the guy's perspective, like men who can and want to, they will. Because I've had situations like that where, they offer to do it, but me and my single mama black, I got it, I'm a superwoman thing. Oh, now I must contribute this and that. We need to start learning that we can contribute to a household in more ways than just financially, especially when we have children involved. We have slew of chores and stuff to do to maintain a household. It's paying the bills it's a big important one, but it's not the only factors in maintaining a happy household and keeping a happy relationship. So like he said, I think that the guys who want to and that they will.
Okay, I agree. Jig, you want to go next?
All right, so I'm agree with the second guy, but you notice he said wife, not no situation that you created. So it ain't like, oh, you my little girlfriend, my little whoop. I'm finna do all this for you. I'm finna give you wifely privileges, and you not doing no wifely duties.
But what if it's? Let me ask you this. What if it's a long-term relationship? Like, even though y'all not technically married, but y'all been together for 8 years. So what if it was in that type of?
If we've been together 8 years and we not married, we don't even supposed to be together.
I guess.
Jig, say that again, because I had to run that back.
If we've been together 8 years and we not married, we not supposed to even be together no more. Cause when you meet somebody, you'll know whether you're gonna marry them. It don't take 8 years to figure out if this your life partner.
Okay, so I was just gonna say, let me sip to this, cause
how long it takes? School me.
I think more guys need to admit that.
When I got married, it took me like 8 months, if that.
Okay, are you still married is the next question.
No.
Okay.
But I knew what I wanted, and then life happened, things happened, shit changed.
Oh, okay.
But she's still my best friend.
Bottom line is, he know.
You know
it don't matter if they not married anymore. He know. Yes.
Right. Okay. You know it don't take no 8 years. But that ain't got nothing to do with the topic. The topic was about providing and all that. You're not gonna treat a girlfriend like a wife, because if she just doing girlfriend things, get treated like a wife, she don't never be a wife.
Okay, but then y'all want women to treat y'all like husband material. Y'all want us to do all this extra shit, but then you talk about y'all can't do the same thing.
That's them. Treat me like a boyfriend. Treat me like a boyfriend. Treat me like what I am. Don't treat me like more. Don't treat me more than what I am.
All right, Dejan, can you speak?
Can you hear me?
There you go.
I think the statement that the first guy made was a double-edged sword, because a man desires to be a provider, wants to provide. But you also have to look at the landscape of real economy. If you're talking about black men, where the average black man nationwide, I don't care what social media and everybody else is only making $45,000 a year. 45, that's the average man that's working a professional job, that's a professional, and he's doing everything right. It's not because he's being lazy and he's not trying, but he's doing everything right. He's only making 45 grand, the average black man. If you live in South Florida right now, you know 45 grand can even afford you a one-bedroom apartment in Raw-Vera.
That's true.
Right? You know that can even afford you a one-bedroom apartment in Raw-Vera right now. So we got to be realistic when we're making statements. It's not that the man doesn't want to desire, doesn't want to provide, doesn't want to protect. A man always wants to do that. The reality of his condition changes. We're not in the 40s and 50s where it was an industrial complex where man dominated the work field because they mattered in that era, because it was industrial. What they were physically able to do was able to produce, where women didn't have the education, they didn't have the intellectual, they didn't have the opportunity. We live in the age of information where women is always going to take the forefront in that situation, and we see the opportunities being presented. Black women are graduating college at the highest rate, starting more small businesses, getting more opportunities. We also have to understand that there's things that's never going to be provided to the black man, no matter how hard he tries. A black man wants to provide for his wife and his family and his kids, his wife, his family, and his kids. Now, would that always be the reality for him to be able to do it 100% financially? No, but financially is not the only way for a man to provide. There's emotional, there's spiritual, there's trauma, there's just physically being there. I think we put man into two small pockets, provision and protection, and we only equate those to the physicality of the provision of the home and the money and what he can physically do. If that's all the man is, then the man has no value.
Oh, period.
Then the man has, because there's a lot more to a man. There's a lot more depth to what he can provide than that. So I think there's some truth to what he says. Man wants to be able to provide 100%, but is that the reality? If you're saying the average man, black man, is making $45,000, and we're looking at what happened, the market is increasing by $25,000 a month. Every time my house goes up, it goes up $25,000 a month. Every single month has been going up $25,000 for the past 6 months. Is that real? When you got a mortgage of $4,000?
No.
Of $4,000? Is that a realistic thing? He can pay for everything, but what kind of lifestyle are you going to live?
Yeah.
So just things to consider. That's my answer.
Okay.
I agree
see
about
motivational speaker.
I agree about the black man wanting to needing to provide more than just finances. But the only thing that I have to say about that is most black men don't know how to, so they don't do it.
My response to that, I think that's a very good statement, right? My response to that is, I love the blame on black men because they're not present, which is true, right? But we can always, if you really want to break it down to why that is, there's a lot of reasons. Me and Pumpkin can go back and forth on this for hours, right? Starting back with the crack epidemic and way before that, right? We can go back and why that's not taking place. But I always give a contradiction view to this, right? Black mothers, 70% of you guys are raising black men that you guys wouldn't date in the future, right? Keep that in mind. Just saying. If 70%, hold on, if 70% of black men are being raised by black mothers that these women probably wouldn't even raise, wouldn't even date later on in the future, because guess what? They're not going to be taught how to be emotionally available. They're going to be spoiled. They're going to be provided a lot of things that they didn't have, but they're not going to get a lot of things that they should have. Why? Because the black man is not home. Then you're thinking about child fare and child support that's going to separate the man from the home. You think about all of these other hurdles that's put in the man's face, mass incarceration, all these things that's going to continue to separate the head from the body. So the issue is going to continue to spread. Black men was never taught to be expressive, be emotional, be talk. When were we taught that? Shut up, man up. Remember the conversations? Shut up, man up. Go get it done. Don't cry about it. Don't cry over it. Those were the conversations we had. And then I met a girl at 18, and then she wants me to be emotional. When all my life she was taught to be emotional, and I was taught to shut up and man up.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later on. The emotional aspect.
So yeah,
but I think on the flip side of that as well.
Therapy.
I think on the flip side of that is that a lot of black women, we're taught like you need to be strong. Oh, my mom did it. My mom raised all her kids by herself. So then it goes trickle on to you where it's like you're expected to just deal. You're expected to bring home the bacon, clean the house, raise the kids, do all these things. And then we look at examples like somebody like Nick Cannon, who goes around and creates all these broken households and make all these children. You cannot effectively father all these children. Yeah, you can go throw money at each one of them, but it's like we're moving from a wave of fathers not being in the house because of the crack epidemic, it's mass incarceration, to now this whole trend of men like just having everybody just having kids with this one and that one and jumping from this house to that house, right? Where it's not building family units, strong family units.
Final rebuttal. Fun fact. You see the examples we're giving are all social media and political, like as far as whatever they put in front of us. These are all the examples I'm going to hear. Fun fact, if we do research right now, the most present father in the United States, regardless of what they tell you, is the black father. The most present father in the household is the black father. The most present when in the education sector, when it comes down to his kids' education, is the black father. Regardless of what they're doing you on the mass level, it comes down to these celebrities and all this garbage because we consume it and we make it our own livelihood. The reality is, if you compare the black father that he makes 13%, and after you subtract incarceration, you subtract the shootings, we make probably 8% of the population. And you do the math, the black father is the most present, most active, and the most involved father in the United States today. But guess what? They're never going to tell you that narrative. Why? Because they want to continue to put a gap in our minds that the black father is not the president, that black father is not the president. But if you look at the stats prove completely different. But who looks at the stats? When you got social media, when you got the news, when you got people like all of these garbage dudes that they put in front of us, and those are the examples. Or a man like Jig or the other young brother on stage. Those don't represent me. They don't represent me by the least bit. So just my rebuttal to that.
Mackinson, are you able to come on and put in your 2 cents?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes! Okay, but look, before we even get your response, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then you can go ahead and respond to the initial question, please.
Okay, my name is Mackinson. I'm an entrepreneur. I run multi-type of businesses as far as, landscaping, handyman, mobile mechanic. Also, I volunteer for my local football and cheerleading program in my city. I'm just trying to make Black proud,
Period. Okay, so to answer the initial question, the question is, do men really want a woman to pay bills?
I'm gonna agree with the second dude. Like in the terms of like situationships, you know, girlfriend and stuff like that, you never know what that's gonna the outcome gonna come from it. Yeah, it is a factor that you know who you want to marry, and it doesn't take that long to find out. But at the end of the day, you know, situations happen, just like Jig say. You go into a situationship or a relationship with a mindset knowing that, hey, this seems to be my wife, you know what I'm saying, my future wife or whatever the case may be. But things don't always fan out to be that way. Things don't always go right. Sometimes things go left. So we got to stick in reality of life. You know, times change, people change. You got to understand that you don't really know a person until you really live with a person. You understand? You could be in a relationship with a person for many years, but until the point that you are in the same household, y'all come and sleep together, wake up together, that's when you realize who you're really dealing with. At the end of the day, a lot of people jump into relationships and think that, oh yeah, it's ABC. No, it don't work like that, because at the end of the day, when you jump into something, you got to really focus on who you dealing with. You got to see that person when they mad, upset, frustrated, all the above, to know that you can really deal with that person. And it's just pretty much all up to you if you really want to deal with that for the rest of your life. So I'm gonna deal with this. I'm gonna agree with the second dude.
Do you have any 2 cents that you want to put in based off of what the Gene said as far as the statistics with men not being in the household? I know it's completely off topic, but I just want to know what was your input on that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a single raised child. You know, my father wasn't in the household, and you know, I broke that cycle, that generational curse, what we call it. I'm a full-time father to both of my kids, and I'm not with their mother. At the end of the day, I train them day for day to let them know that they gotta continue that journey. They gotta continue that legacy. They know that I show them tough love, but at the end of the day, I love them dearly, you know, unconditionally, evenly. You know what I'm saying? I don't favor one from the other, but they have to understand that the world and the generation that they're a part of, that it's a lot of craziness that's going on in the world. They got to be mentally and physically prepared for. So for me, it's like, yeah, there's not a lot of fathers in the home, but there's many reasons for it. I'm not going to always pinpoint and blame it on the father, because there's some mothers out here who can be spiteful and everything like that to cause a father to be driven away from the home. You get what I'm saying? Do he still want to do for his child outside of the home? Yeah, but there's mothers that don't allow that situation to work out, because mentally is their own emotions that holds them from allowing the father to be a father to their child. So with that situation, it's both ways. It's not only just the father not wanting to be a father or the father not doing what he's supposed to be doing. It plays both parts.
I can agree to that. Pumpkin, Kim, y'all got anything?
No, but I don't think we let Amazon speak on the topic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, everyone pretty much said it, but how I feel about it is it depends on the situation, whether or not the man will want the woman to contribute to the bills. It really depends on, first of all, some men are like, I don't want the woman paying for my bills. Like, they want to be the head. But as a woman, I guess you have to learn how to contribute in other ways to the house. So, you know, you're cooking and cleaning, making sure, you know, stuff is right when he get home. But then there are situations like the pandemic and all this kind of stuff where, you know, that man's going to need that woman probably to step in. People lost their jobs, rent's going up, people losing stuff. So then the question becomes, as a woman, are you going to be willing to contribute to the house? So that's my take on it.
For me, I honestly wouldn't feel right being in the house, not paying no bills and contributing. I don't know, maybe that's just the independence in me, to be not wanting somebody to just to fully take control and have that over me. So I could see both sides of it. I think it really does depends on what the situation is. I think no matter about the bills, I just feel like whatever y'all have going on in y'all relationship will be for y'all. I don't think people should go for social media and look at what social media says and just determine their relationship on, oh, I want my relationship to be like that, because you never know. You just can't say what you see somebody else do on social media and want to go for that, because you don't really know what their relationship could be like. So I don't take what social media say and try to apply it to my everyday life or what kind of relationships that I have going on. But I could see both parts on the two gentlemen. Iman, you know, he's a fucking basketball player. He has the means to do so. So why not, I guess, right? The second guy, if he had the means to do it, then why not? I feel like if the guy, like you said, has the means, the financial means to do it, and if that's what's going to work for him in his relationship, then let them do that. So we're going to go to the next question. No, we're going to do another game break. Let's loosen up some more. And I want to do another game break, and I'm going to pull some cards from Urban Trivia. And I'm going to ask you this question. It says, if 4 kids are playing in a house and something breaks, how many kids are getting a whooping?
4.
All 4 of them.
Everybody
getting a whooping. Yeah.
Everybody gonna lie. So
because they're gonna ask, who did it? And it wasn't me. So everybody getting a whooping.
Man, listen, I got 2 kids in the house, man. One of them will drink a bottle of water and leave it just like this and put it back in the fridge. I asked, who did this? They'll be like, I don't know. So,
that's my kids. That is my kids. I swear they get on my nerves with that. Okay, the next one.
Could be a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 1 kid, your kid in the house, and 3 others not, and you bring McDonald's for 1. Who eat?
Oh,
you trying to school war?
That's mine. Come on, fam. Let's go. We'll be back. Eat your food in peace.
You gonna let them eat it in the car and then bring it back in?
Listen.
Eat it
If the funds are presented, then you know I'm gonna speak for myself. Like as a man, if the funds are presented, all the kids gonna get treated because I feel bad. But if the funds is not available, I'll be like, hey, can I pick up my son? Go around the block. I'm gonna go hang out with him.
The question was
they all
eat. The question was you. It was 4 of them, 3 of them ain't yours. 1 of them is, and you only got this.
Right.
Right. So
who's gonna eat?
But it ain't about it. She asked who's gonna eat it. Mine gonna eat it. The other 3 got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Got $5 piece.
The question was who's gonna eat.
Get a $5 piece so everybody can eat.
That wasn't the question. It wasn't where you asked to bring it. It was already there, and then that's who gonna eat it.
Who gonna eat
that was the question. Who gonna eat it?
Right in front of the rest of the other ones?
No.
Damn.
No, you can eat it in the car.
Oh, okay.
You ask, who gonna eat it? That's the question.
But check this out though. The other 3 already see it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do? You gonna double back or like how you gonna handle that?
That wasn't the question. The question was,
oh, this nigga want to be toxic and shit. Oh Lord.
I'm answering the question that was asked.
Okay, so
get to the question.
All right.
Now, if mine called me and wanted me to bring it, that's a different question. But I'm answering what was asked.
Okay.
You
so Kim,
right, Carla. Right, Carla.
So Kim, you wanna change your question up or
no?
Oh, okay.
That was look. He answered the question.
Bro, y'all is tough in here, boy.
Oh, I have one. Can I do one?
Go ahead.
Okay, it said, what is Mike Jones' phone number?
281-330-8000.
That shows your age, boy.
Oh, look it.
Oh, shucks, he got
Let me
it.
take this out of my head and I look about 25.
That's a lie. Okay, next. All right. Let me see. I asked those. I don't want to do that one. All right. This is based off of the movie with Mike Epps and Ice Cube.
All
What
About
was
the
it?
Benjamins?
All About the Benjamins. Okay. It says finish the line. 15, 30, 37, 38. Do. And what's the last
45, 47.
Goddamn, 45, 47.
45, 47. What about the
Pumpkin,
white?
the white around your lip. I love that movie. Okay. So
we got a lot of static. If you mute the mics, please, so that we can come back. And somebody's is really staticky.
let's see. I don't know who on that is. I don't think nobody was moving, but we'll just have them mute real quick.
And then reset.
No, we're not gonna reset yet. We're good. Let's
Okay.
do one. We're gonna do a couple more card game questions. So the next one is Dominique Jones is the real name of which top artist? Gunna, Lil Baby, Da Baby, or Roddy Ricch? Y'all can unmute the answer.
Dominique Jones?
Yes.
That sounds like
What's
a
the options?
basketball player.
Is it Da Baby?
The options is Gunna, Lil Baby, Da Baby, or Roddy Ricch.
Oh, that's Lil Baby. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's Lil Baby.
I think that's Lil Baby name.
They
Yeah.
too new for me. I don't know the new artists.
I
don't know their real name.
Me
Too
neither.
much babies. Too much babies.
It is a lot of them. Okay.
Hey,
So
can
me
I,
and-
can I
Yeah,
shoot
go-
a trivial question at
Go
y'all?
ahead.
real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, what do you call a baby goat?
I don't know what.
Lil Wayne.
Hey, kid.
I would have never got that. Where you get that?
Oh, Carlos said a llama.
That was a good one.
Okay. So I had my kids going up for this one because they was like arguing me down. So this one says, according to Meek Mill in the Negro National Anthem, Dreams and Nightmares, which car did we think was rented? The Ferrari, the Rolls Royce, the Aston Martin, or the Lamborghini?
Hold up.
I seen that the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Aston
Y'all
Martin.
thought it was rented? Yeah.
Everybody got their answer?
That's what the song say.
Yeah, okay.
Here
It
you
was
go.
it was the Aston Martin.
What they call it? The National Negro.
That's what it says that it was the Negro National Anthem. Yes, so we did those. Let me see.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
Somebody playing it.
I wasn't getting ready to.
Pumpkin.
Hold up.
Pumpkin
wait a
was
minute.
playing
Y'all
it.
thought I was finished. When I brought
Okay.
that
So off
Brandon
of the movie Friday, how much money did Smokey Mom give him to buy some cigarettes from the stove?
Not enough.
$2 is a check.
Okay, is it $7, $10, $5, or $1?
$1. What?
Not enough.
Yeah, it was
She
$1.
ain't giving enough.
Yeah, it was $1.
Because she said make it enough.
She said make it
Make it
enough.
enough. Yeah. Okay, the next one is whether you like them or not, your mama or granny made you eat these two things on New Year's Day: mac and cheese, black eyed peas and greens, ribs and beans, and chips or dip.
Black
Black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas. Yeah, black eyed peas.
Because black eyed peas for good luck.
Black eyed peas.
Money.
Bring some money. Still ain't worth it.
Right.
Oh, listen, okay.
I don't know. That one's new for me.
Yeah, cultural differences. We got it, girl. We got it.
We
What are we gonna say? What do y'all eat for New Year's?
Our soup.
Yeah. What's the
Soup.
call?
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Get some of that Jumu
I
right
never,
quick. Yeah.
I never ate none of that.
Me neither.
Jig, you sleep, man. Y'all sleep. Y'all need to try it, man.
That's
I don't eat
mom-
outside.
my
I don't
mom-
eat outside my race.
My mama make the best.
You don't eat nothing.
soup.
You don't eat outside your race.
Yeah, I don't eat outside my culture. Let me put it like that. I don't
Bro,
eat
you don't
outside
eat
my
Spanish food, Chinese food.
So what
none of
kind
that?
of women you date?
If I don't cook it, I'm not eating. I don't eat it. I don't go to no Jamaican spot, no Haitian spot, no Chinese spot.
So you don't date Jamaican women, Haitian women?
Yeah, but I do the cooking, so you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm not eating nothing that I can't cook. I'm just weird
My
like
mind
that.
went in a different direction.
I was going the direction you were going in.
Y'all nasty. Look at that.
I was going in. I was going in.
Not Dejan going nasty.
Oh, wait.
It's people watching. You gotta keep it PG. I don't even do that no more. I quit that.
Oh, Lord.
Cause too much toxic problems, and I'm too old for that.
Here he go bragging on the low, y'all. He bragging on the low.
Next, okay.
don't
We
brag.
ain't finna get into all of that. Next question. It says, according to his lyrics and what they really want, where did DMX meet Cookie? At the movies, club, ice cream parlor, or bus stop?
The ice cream parlor.
Nah, he ain't meet Cookie at the ice cream parlor.
Definitely did.
He met Cookie at the ice cream
Yeah,
parlor.
Cookie.
Definitely
I
did.
met her at the ice.
ice
I'm the
cream
biggest
parlor.
DMX fan, so I know.
Yes,
I
he definitely did.
thought Cookie was I thought Darla or something was at the ice cream parlor.
Nah, what's the name of the song?
Because he threw in a name kind of like slick, so it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kayla, I eat conch. I eat conch every day, twice a day. I just seen her comment.
Yeah, but that's
I
not
eat
from
conch.
your. Is that from your your
I cook it.
culture?
I said if I can't cook it, I don't go buy
so
it.
you gotta cook it in order for you.
I
to
gotta
eat it.
cook it. Yeah, I'm not
So then,
going
when
to
you
buy it.
you don't travel internationally?
No,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I travel abroad.
All right, next question. It says, what state is the show P Valley set in?
AMISS.
Oh, that.
I wouldn't know the answer to that.
Mississippi.
Me neither.
I just thought of
Mississippi.
Chuckaloo, whatever it's called.
That's a
I ain't
city
think
within Mississippi.
I know. I couldn't. I didn't know what city, what state it was in.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so let's get to the next question.
Okay, let's go.
The next question is, I want to go last. Well, I ain't gonna go last, but I want to really chime in on this one. And the next question is, Carla, no, it wasn't Atlanta. It was Mississippi.
The show is filmed in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the next question is, do men set the tone in the relationship?
They're supposed to, unless your girl is overly aggressive.
Can you elaborate, sir?
You got some women, when you meet them, they just put their foot down. This what's going on, and they so used to leading that they expect everybody to follow. So y'all gotta try to meet some way in the middle.
Carla says, hell no.
I think they do.
She said
Because
you
we
have
always,
to.
I feel like we have to wait for them to decide if they want to marry us. And like, initially we have to they kind of set the tone if they want to commit or not. And like one thing, I don't know, I just think men set the tone for the relationship throughout. In the beginning, it's harder for them, but throughout the relationship, it's harder for us.
Well,
Anybody who want to put their... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
sometimes it don't be a relationship. It might just I meet you, we can do our 1-2 thing, and that's it. That's the tone, and it's over with. Now, if I meet you and we go on dates and we get to know each other, this is what you can get used to on the regular. But if we just meet and boom, that's that, and I just call you for that, or you just call me for that.
I gotta go in real quick for that. The only reason why I gotta go in for that is because most men do not set that intention to be clear.
No,
most men
well,
in the beginning. Well, I don't know. Well, okay, hold on. Let me just. I'm gonna explain to you how this situation typically goes, right? So a man and a woman, they meet each other wherever at, right? And then let's just say, okay, we kicking it, we talking on the phone. He's not going to communicate exactly what his motives are. And most times when it don't matter. You're a grown man. You shouldn't be scared to put out what you want exactly from the situation. So then y'all do all these things that you're supposed to be doing or that you're doing in a relationship, right? And then when this woman is thinking, okay, well, damn, he fucking me this way. He goddamn taking me out here. He's coming to my house. He's sleeping at my house. He done met my kids and all this other stuff like that.
See,
you
that ain't what I'm talking about.
But what I'm saying,
bam, boom, and that's all we call it.
Okay, but that sounds like a one night stand. Most times that does not happen. Okay, it does not go that way. Let's just really talk in reality. It does not really go that way unless that's what y'all discussed that first night. Most times men do not come in and set the intentions together and make it to the woman and makes it clear on exactly what it is that he is looking for with her. So then by that, the woman is thinking, okay, well, we are together because I'm doing all of these things with this man. And now all of a sudden he's like, oh, we ain't together. We ain't doing this. And then that's when the bitch want to go acting crazy. And you wonder why you got 4 flats in front of your fucking house because you digging her down raw and you're not setting the intentions clear.
If you wouldn't assume, just ask. Are we together?
No.
Hell
no. What
no.
the hell?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all finish because I'm biting my tongue.
Let's talk. No, don't bite your tongue, sis.
I agree with asking.
No,
because if that's how you feel, if you feel like you
go ahead, Amazon. I'm sorry.
Sexual, whatever y'all doing, ask, be like, damn, are we together or not? Because I want to do me.
Okay, but would you be honest and say, nah, like I'm not looking for a commitment. I just want to smash it and keep it light.
Yeah, we having fun. I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, we having fun. I mean, we having fun.
So you're probably like the one? I'll be gracious.
No, I know a lot of niggas like me.
Because
that's just gonna tell you.
Play. They just play and stuff, and it's just like, okay, if you're mature enough to say that, then everything will be fine. But yeah, if you don't set your intention, then I'm going to take the hinges off your door.
Okay,
Okay.
Goddamn.
Hey, y'all gonna have to call Mac because your goddamn car gonna hold the rollers gonna be off that bitch fucking with me. I'm just playing, but I'm just saying though. Okay, Carla, because bitch, we go together. You fucking me, right, bitch? We go together. We are in a relationship.
You should know though, like you should know if you ain't going on no dates and you ain't doing nothing, all you doing is just fucking. You should know that ain't no relationship.
No.
I'm not talking about just fucking though.
Nope, that's not.
We got.
See, sometimes you're dating, so you're dating all these different girls, but this one girl may start getting feelings. Sometimes us females catch feelings, especially if you want to dine us in something we haven't had or we've been feeding for, and you providing that. After a couple times, are we together? Like, what we doing? What's your intentions? I need to know. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask because
you ask.
Yes, I'm not gonna waste my time, and I'm not gonna cut nobody else off I might be dating because I'm thinking you like me, and you might just be, just having fun. I need to know.
Right. See,
and I make the decision what I want to do.
Okay, so what if you ask and he doesn't give a direct answer? Then what you do? You cut him off?
I need to know. You need to tell me if you.
But that's not answering the question though.
If the communication
decide what you want.
Anyway.
I'm all about communication, so yeah, we'll have to. You have to go different ways.
Yeah, like if it got to be some type of communication. Like if you can't communicate, you ask. I'm just giving you the runaround.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah, I can't really deal with this. You know what? You had your fun, I had my fun. No hard feelings. I speak when I see you.
Yep. I would like Deshaun to say something. I need to hear him because he gonna give us the other side, the other perspective, and then I'm gonna speak my piece at the end. Cause Jig just on here trying to, I don't know who watching that. He trying to, you know what I mean? But listen, okay.
This I ain't trying to do nothing. This me every day.
Nope. Okay.
Listen, let him speak it. That's his.
Go ahead, Deshaun.
All right. I think when we use the term men, it doesn't fit every physical being that looks like me or Jig or the other brother. That's not a man. A man, the definition of a man is a man that holds maturity. It's responsibility and maturity. That's the definition. So just because I see a physical specimen with, with all of the parts of a man does not make him a man. It's just a big boy in a physical stature because of the mental and responsibility. So if you don't see the maturity and the responsibility, then you're not dealing with a man, you're dealing with a boy, and you made that conscious choice, right? Now, a man sets a tone in a relationship. The woman sets the temperature in the relationship as it continues to develop. She'll set the temperature of it as he sets the tone. How does she set the temperature? Because she's emotionally driven. If he's setting the right tone, showing her exactly what he wants, then the temperature is always going to be right. If he's setting the wrong tone, he's going to get exactly what y'all been explaining. All those cold emotions, he's going to get all of that. He's going to get all of that. Women set emotion in the bedroom. She sets the tone in the bedroom, right? Because that's what, man can't get nothing from you guys that you don't give us. We can't take it from you unless you provide it to us, right? And I think that whole assumption thing Jill was saying is 100% fact. A lot of people, because they see certain things that they desired, and they see it from a man, and that man had provided those things. Maybe the way he treats them, maybe the way he court them. Maybe that's just how he is generally with everybody, right? But if you're not asking, hey, what we doing? I'm like, I'm 35, I'm 40, I'm 25, whatever age you at. And this is where I see myself, and you're not asking those right questions, and you allow your emotions or your thoughts or your assumptions to take you down a roller coaster. And then later on, just to complain about the decisions that you made. Listen, the fruit is just as bad as the fruit picker. If you picked a bad fruit, the fruit was bad. No question about it. The fruit was bad. Who picked the fruit and who ate from the fruit, right? So yeah, men will set the tone, but women will set the temperature. She'll set the temperature of the whole relationship. That's just my personal take on it. And all of this men stuff and women stuff that I'm hearing, I didn't hear one talk about men. I heard a whole bunch of talk about a bunch of big boys that physically represent what you would define as a man. But if they don't have the maturity or the responsibility, then please don't identify him as a man. That's just my point of view.
This is Eve's fault because she ate that apple. That's all I'm going.
What? Oh Lord.
And listen, you a trip.
I like that.
Oh God, bro, y'all is crazy.
So I totally agree with everybody. Like Jig, I totally agree. Communication is key whenever you are wanting to, what's the word I want to use? Grace somebody with your presence, right? So when you guys, because let's put it in the club setting, because I know you say you're a promoter. So now you in the club, you drunk, old girl drunk, y'all do whatever, whoopie whoop. So in the process of that, do you stop and say, hey, we're just smashing. We ain't trying to start in a relationship and then you smash? Or is it after you smash, you have that conversation? Because in the heat of the moment, I don't think we're going to stop and have that conversation, right?
I mean, if we're in the club and that just happened. We probably ain't going to even have another conversation after that.
On your end?
Both ends, because that's what we were drunk. We don't know what, hey, that's what happened.
Okay, so whoop, 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 bam, bam, we done. Never, no more
we
conversation.
Done. Thank you, ma'am. If I
so
see
what
you
about
again,
if ma'am like what you gave her and want more? Then how does that conversation not go?
I mean, that's on her. She got to reach out.
Oh my God. But Mia, communication is key. Most men do not tell us what the intention is when they want to date us or when they have conversation with us. Then when you question them, okay, but when you question them for the intention, then it's a merry-go-round. Let me try to, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I might be able to do this with her or it might work, but I don't want to say no. And then
they just give you enough.
Blessing.
They just give you enough to keep poking you. That's all that shit means.
That's why y'all gotta separate boys from men.
They gonna
okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
They're gonna show you their intentions.
Listen,
you're right.
A grown man could be 40 but still have the tendencies of a little 13-year-old boy. So
that's very true.
So you can't just because how you said, DeJean said earlier, man, just because you get an image doesn't mean he gonna carry out that image. He's not. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna always get 100% of a person to carry out what the image show you.
Can I ask for women based on that line of question that you guys were asking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Women outnumber men, 7, 8 to 1? I don't know what the number is in today's world, right? 7, 8, 9 to 1.
There's more of us than you.
All right, exactly. A lot more of you guys, right? I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. So if a man is able to do that and he's been allowed to do that, Who do you think is allowing him to do that? You know, a lot of times with women like you guys that have standards, right? You women on this panel, you have standards, y'all know what y'all want. Awesome. So when you run across a dude like that, you're like, my standards. You know how many other women would just give him exactly what he wants and he would never have to change that mentality? If he's already getting what he wants from everybody else, but he just ran across you and unfortunately you may have liked him, but he was not what you expected. You also have to understand the other side of how a man sees certain things. I get it everywhere else, right? So if that's his mindset, he's not going to change because while you women might have these type of standards, no offense, just like we don't represent every man, you guys don't represent majority of women in today's society. Everybody talks this good, clean game on social media. They try to look good and all that stuff. But behind the scenes, when you're looking at these DMs and stuff like that, women be talking about what y'all getting, these men could tell you exactly what they getting too. We just are not verbalizing it and putting it on a platform. We just don't talk like y'all do. But they getting the same thing. If not,
y'all talk. Y'all talk.
Let's be real. Just saying.
It's basically in a nutshell what I'm getting from what you're saying. To summarize, why buy the cow when I can milk it for free?
For that boy, I'm gonna always say that. He's gonna think like that boy's gonna think like that.
But if you meet somebody and you got standards and he's not used to that, if he like you, he will try to change for you to be that person that you want.
Like, think about a city girl mindset. If she could get a dude that's just gonna come in, give her money without everything else, he's gonna give her that money. He's gonna give her that money. He's gonna give her that money. Why is she gonna go get a dude that's trying to lock her down, right? Lock her down and make her all this when she got all these other dudes just gonna drop that bag on her.
Okay, Lori Harvey.
It's the same thing.
Michelle says women find a guy that meets a what? Women find a guy that meets a guy with 3 out of 10 things that they would like in the man and think they can adjust it.
Oh, to fix the other.
So pretty much
He's trying to change him.
Change him.
The woman can't change the man. The man gotta want to change for her.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
True.
And women need to stop thinking that they can't change these niggas. Y'all can't. You can't. Stop trying to stop meeting a man and wanting to visualize. As soon as you meet him, you just have all these visions, right? As soon as you meet him and think, oh, we finna do this and we finna do that, and then you put yourself in this emotional relationship with this guy, not even knowing what it is that y'all need to be doing or what he really wants, and now you done broke your damn heart because your own damn heart because you done assumed that, oh yeah, I want this man to be this for me, and that's not really what this nigga want. So that's why it goes back to the communication. It does. It goes back to that. Women, stop breaking your own heart. Period. Stop breaking your own heart.
But we have to be real with ourselves sometimes too.
I'm sorry. What you said, Amazon?
No, I'm saying sometimes those 3 things are the wrong thing. It's because he give you good sex. He does this and that. Like, what are the 3 things that were good about him that's making you feel this way? That's part of the problem too. And then you're trying to change him.
Little piece of dopamine in your head that trigger and go off.
Somebody said something about red flags. Women need to walk away after the first few red flags. Absolutely, they really do. Stop ignoring them because in the first couple of months or weeks or whatever, you're gonna see exactly what you need to see. You just gotta get you gotta get out of your emotions and think with your head first and realize, like, okay, is this man toxic? Is he a narcissist? You're gonna know. That's for both sex. That's for men and for women. Y'all, you will see that if you get out of it. Like, you're gonna see all of that. Like, you gotta use what they call discernment. I always talk about discernment, and discernment will save you from getting into a situation that's gonna have you fucked up. Like, basically, like you're not gonna be in a situation where you're gonna end up where y'all hating each other or you got a heartbreak or whatever the case may be. Use your discernment so that way you'll know not to be goddamn dealing with somebody and wasting your time and their time.
Well,
that's all. Words we call it women intuition.
If I don't know what discernment is, I'm gonna walk in blind and I'm gonna stay blind because I want him.
That's delusional.
That's what I'm saying. Dismissing discernment. I don't want to see it.
Right.
Well, you'll be delusional until you depressed and 100 pounds lighter, head full of gray hair, if any. Can't
Lord.
eat, can't sleep.
Let's just have the communication and let's
Yeah,
just
like
let's
the
date, because we don't date. That let's just say that. People
Period.
don't do the natural steps. People just hook up, smash. Not everybody, so don't kill me. The next thing you know, we have a child involved in the situation. Everything go left. Or
And
let's
now
say,
you
for
a
example,
single mama.
you know what I mean? Like the conversation just need to be had. Let's date. Let's get to know each other. Let's stop freaking DMing each other. Take me out on a date. Let's sit at the table. Let's have a conversation. Let me look at your eyes, your body language, how you talk, how you walk, what you wear, how you hold your hand, how you eat, etc. All that tells us a lot about a human being. It's called nonverbal cues.
And even when you're dating, don't expect for this man. I'm sorry, y'all probably gonna kill me for this. You might not like me, but go somewhere where you don't.
Friends there so he can pay their bill too.
I wasn't gonna say that. What I was gonna say is go somewhere where you ain't gotta spend no money, bro. Don't go.
My first dates used to be the ice cream place. I don't see it too much anymore. I used to go on ice cream. And if we on a date and I'm on my phone, I don't like you. You boring. I'm not interested.
And at that
And
point, you need to communicate and say, "Ma'am, I don't want to deal with this. I'm not feeling the vibe."
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
That's it. That's that. It ain't cost me nothing but some ice cream.
Bowling. I'm doing everything other than them crazy things that's gonna cost me an arm and a leg for no reason.
Yeah, but sometimes, but for the first couple of dates, though, all I'm saying is for the first couple of dates is you don't have to spend no money. Just to get to know each other. Because for what I'm seeing a lot based on what you say in social media, what you see a lot where a lot of men are putting women out on dates, they're not giving them ride back home because they feel like, oh, because I'm taking you out to dinner that you're supposed to give me your pussy. Like, it's just all of these things that be going on. And I feel like if to eliminate all of that, women, we tend to put and I say we, okay, to be clear, to include myself in this, women, we tend to put ourselves in situations with these men because we don't think before we react. We need to start thinking about certain things and certain situations that we're putting ourselves into. Okay, you want to meet somebody, you don't know him, drive your own car. That's the first thing. Meet them there. The second thing, have enough money to pay for your own bill, because just in case this man want to pay for your bill and then he's looking for you to have sex with him after the fact, guess what you can do? Pay for your own bill, get in your own car and drive yourself. Okay, and drive yourself home. All of that type of stuff could be eliminated if we just stop getting in our emotions and stop looking for the man to do everything. Like, I just feel like we could save ourselves. Like, let's just save the bullshit.
Take her to my brother say take her to a place with water just in case she got makeup on.
Oh God. Okay, so we a little over an hour. I want to reset the room real quick and give me a second. Y'all go ahead and we're gonna do one or two more questions and then we're gonna let's mute y'all mics for me, please.
Sassy but classy, 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 sassy but classy. The hottest show you need to watch, you need to listen to. Wednesday night, you all invited to a different view. Man, I bet you get addicted if you see him once. So lock him in and watch, cause you gon' see him twice a month. Beautiful women speaking life and they just conversating. Leave a comment, maybe you can join the conversation. Ain't no filter when you listening to me talk. She just say what's on the mind, ain't me a fault. I can tell you who to like if you need advice. Mix a little bit of life with some pumpkin spice. Shimmy, 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 yeah, shimmy, shimmy, who? Just a goddess on the pod, Kimmy Woo. Sassy but classy, 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 sassy but classy.
All right. We at part 2. It's Mia the Great, Mia the Ape, your baby daddy favorite bald head. I got my host with me. We got Pumpkin, Kim, and our guest panel. And right now, the question that we were discussing was, do men set the tone in a relationship? And we started going to some other stuff, but let's get back to it. Mackinson, I ain't heard from you, baby. Like, what's tea? Like, you look too quiet for me, sir.
I'm here. I'm smoking in. But listen, I do want to add an input on what you were saying as far as like the whole date situation.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of women out here that quote unquote, oh, you gonna take me out to dinner, and they be already having a spot in mind. Like, oh, can you take me to Ruth Chris Steakhouse and all that type of situation?
Because they want free meals.
They want you to come out the pockets.
Yeah. They want a free
meal.
meal.
We're going to Poppy Steak.
So at the end of the day, why do you feel like a man shouldn't have the thoughts that he had after this whole little dinner date?
If he going above and beyond.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like he's meeting your needs. You want him to take you out on a fancy little restaurant date to get to know him and this and that and third. So you don't know what he did to earn that money.
9 times out of 10, you guys not even having no conversation at that expensive behind restaurant. You know, we eating our steak and your mind, you like, God damn, I just spent $400 on a steak, bitch. And she talking, you ain't hear her. Fuck.
You get all that 400 keep hitting your head.
You looking at the bank account like, oh,
and she just over here grubbing. I'm talking about she picking all the fixing on the menu. Oh, let me try this. Let me try that. Well, damn.
A guy, I went out, Mia, I told you about this. I went out with my cousin for her birthday. This guy spent $4,500 on a meal for them two at a location, okay? $4,500, bought her a rose gold necklace with diamonds with the first letter of her name, okay? This man didn't even get not even a hug. You hear what I tell you? Shit. Nothing. She don't even talk to his ass no more.
I'm gonna call him a pain master.
Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff I be talking about. I'm gonna call him a pain master. Man, that's crazy. Like, girl, you better lock your doors and put some bars on the windows because you
see. I don't know. I'm different. Like I don't want you to fly me out. I rather first of all I ain't never get on no plane. But even if I had the opportunity, eventually yes I will. I've never been on a plane, but eventually I will get on the plane. But what I'm saying is, if I was to be like meet a guy and he'd be like, oh yeah, let me fly you out. No, and if I know that I don't want to have sex with him, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna cover everything because I have that opportunity. Like if I'm gonna put myself in that position to where like I'm not going to say, oh, if I tell this man I'm not finna give it up to him, he ain't gonna be putting me on the highway because I ain't trying to get no cookies up to him. Like I just feel like women just need not to put themselves in those type of situations. Go ahead, Dejan. I see you. Come on.
Now,
what you got?
Is a prime example. Like a lot of women are complaining in today's society that a lot of men don't want to do a lot of these things, right? But if you look at exactly what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with all of you guys, if you're looking at this, think about all of the bad investments and all the money the men's going to lose over time if they continue to cycle. Yeah. So if you think about it, right? Imagine if a woman, every time she had to go on a date, she had to spend what, $4,500? That's crazy, right? Every time she go out, she got to come out the pocket $4,500 for this man, $4,500. Eventually, you're going to be like, listen, I can't keep taking these L's because guess what? Men already broke anyway, right? They're only making $45,000 a year, but then we expect them to pay what? $45,000 a year and then $4,500. So of course, men are going to start acting smarter with their money if they're thinking about financial wealth and long-term investments, right? So they got to think about, I can't spend all my money on food when I'm a great cook. You want a great meal, I'll cook you something better than Ruth Chris, right? There's alternatives out here. But a lot of these women, like you guys said, they don't want to hear these alternatives. They don't want to hear that. Oh, you want to cook? Oh, that mean you broke? Or you want to take me out? Or you don't want to spend $200 on this or $300? And that's the pressure that's put on a lot of these men that if they don't spend, then they're not men. So to me, it makes me happy to hear women have a contradicting view and a different stand and actually telling men, hey, listen, slow down, brothers. Don't spend all your cash. Get to know this person and don't just be making. To me, it's a bad investment. That's just how I look at it.
But also, too, most guys too, they come and they ask you, okay, I want to take you out. And then you're like, all right. And then they don't have a plan. Like they asking you, where you want me to take you? So then what they going to say? Something crazy. If you want to take someone out for your budget, you know your financial situation, you should have a plan. Because to me, that's more attractive if you're like, you know what, I want to take you to this spot that I really like, this and that. To me, I feel like you thought it out. I don't care if you took 50 bitches before me out there. You kind of have a plan. It eliminate some of that unknown, that problem. And the other thing too, I'm not going on a date with somebody that we had a few text message threads and like that's it. I need to talk to you on the phone. I need to know, like, talk to you, know you a little bit. So in case something happened, I have some information to give my cousin to be like, listen, this is him. He work here, this and that. So I think that's the other issue. People just jump into things so quickly, and you don't even know the person you're dealing with. You don't know the person sitting across from you.
I agree.
Well, if
I
you
got
get
a question,
point, you
real
gonna break.
quick. How y'all feel about, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of goes toe to toe with what we discussing right now. How y'all feel about that situation with the dude taking his girl out and she invited her friends, but she started calling him broke afterwards because he wouldn't pay for the
18
bill?
Dead
friends.
ass wrong. Dead ass wrong.
Well, that hoe was stupid as fuck. But I mean, that scenario was fake. You could tell it was fake. I think it was just a
'cause she
social media thing
smiled.
because she was laughing and stuff like that. But if we want to just use it as a hypothetical situation, I think she dumb as hell. Because why y'all hoes coming to my dinner party and y'all ain't got no money?
Period.
I'm sorry.
That's
and this
my
is my
man.
birthday. Yeah. Like, nah, not 18 people. I wouldn't do that to him.
Yeah,
That's joking.
I would definitely
Get that
wouldn't
money
have
to
done
me.
my house
Okay, let me
money.
go make some events. Don't be throwing it away on the meal.
Yeah. Not for them.
And not to feed them.
Yeah.
I give me you can buy me something else for my birthday with that money you about to pay.
I'm trying to tell you.
No,
I'm
sis,
telling you,
sorry.
that's
Go wash the dishes in the back. I'll see y'all later.
Listen, me and my man finna go head out. Like, yeah, y'all joking.
Out of there.
For real, y'all is joking.
Oh,
That's joking.
yeah.
Amazon, what you think? What you think about that with that lady who was going off on her boyfriend?
She wrong. If she expected him to pay, she should have said something from the beginning. But if you know we all going out, we know we all paying our bill. Period.
Yeah.
And
Somebody
everything
should-
always winds back to communicating.
I agree.
We're not going to spend our
Communication.
house money on them. No, we're not doing that.
I like that.
That's a
I
bill.
agree. That is a bill. It's a couple bills.
That's a couple of bills because now I'm like y'all got to go over there to Palm Beach. Now I got to sell you. I got to get my money back.
Put them on Broadway.
Yeah, we gotta get this mortgage back. There's a couple of mortgage, couple of condos. We gotta get all
But stop going to places you can't afford. If we gonna all go out and let you know where we're going, you better go look at the menu, see if you can afford it. If you can't, it's okay. You can't go.
Stay home. Come to the next one. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to say no.
Listen,
Do
I
your
was
research. Google the place.
I was just like that when they went to that little restaurant for that 4,500. Bitch, I looked at the menu about 100 times. Bitch, I'm like, fuck. Bitch, an appetizer was $50. I was like, oh shit. I said, man, just give me a glass of water. Bitch, I was sipping on water. I didn't give a good goddamn. I'm not gonna spend all that money on no damn food. Y'all crazy as hell.
That's right.
For me to go to the bathroom tomorrow morning and shit that out, man, hell no.
No, listen, that is so true.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, y'all. I just couldn't.
Right, Carlos. She said, girl, y'all know y'all didn't have your coins. Why come? Exactly. Like, why even show up? That would be the first thing. Yeah, that would be the first thing I'll do is look at the menu.
Yeah.
Look at the menu and
everything.
see how much it costs. Yeah, no, that's joking.
I know what I'm ordering before I get there.
Exactly.
Leah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you, go ahead and ask that question that you wanted to ask them.
Okay. And what year did Cash Money Records take over?
For the
99 and 2000.
So I have who is that? Oh my gosh.
I don't know who noise that is, but
is Jig mute?
Yeah, he's mute. He said he was gonna come back.
Okay. I have another one. Now this one I don't know. So it says before you parallel park, you should adjust your side mirrors, adjust your seat, adjust the rear view mirror, or turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down.
Well, I get
parallel parking.
Radio down. Parallel
That's
parking.
just what black folks.
You gotta do your mirrors.
What's the answer?
You gotta turn the radio down so you can concentrate.
Period.
Adjust the rear mirror.
That was the answer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta turn
What
the
would
radio
you guys
down,
do?
bro.
What would you guys do?
I gotta turn the radio
Turn
down.
the radio down.
I gotta
I
concentrate.
would do my side mirrors before I do the.
I would do my top before I do the top. The
But
ribbon.
shouldn't your mirrors already be set?
Exactly.
I don't understand.
Exactly.
They should already
Yeah.
be set.
So
Right?
we just gonna parallel part this thing.
Yeah,
That's it.
No, that's not true because I hop in my car. My mirrors, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Them bitches definitely ain't set. Yeah. I just
What?
be
So how do you
winging it.
drive every
How
day?
you,
fall
yeah. How you switch lanes?
Oh, bitch, listen, I'm a driver, sis. I'm a driver.
She went
I
on old school.
drive. I drive in the NY. You
Break-
drive in the
break-
NY.
she
you can
breaking her
drive
neck on
anywhere.
every turn. Every turn she breaking her neck.
Oh my
No, I
god.
don't. I just whip that shit. Just
Next time y'all get cut off, y'all know who cut y'all off. This one right here.
It
That-
is
that-
her.
Oh, Carla said all of the above. She do everything. I guess it makes sense. But my music, I could drive good with the music. If the music and on, I can't drive. My shit gotta be banging for me to slide. Like,
Okay, that's the slide, but I'm talking about like
No,
you're
I'm
trying
talking
to. Let me
about
tell you.
We
But
gotta
look, no,
concentrate.
wait. No, when you're trying to park, you turn the music down. When you're trying to find your location, you gotta turn the music down because in order for you to see, you gotta hear, right? You gotta like turn all that down. You gotta turn it down because you gotta look for the numbers on the house or wherever. Bro, listen, whatever. Y'all ain't
Even
gonna-
the new
No, I'm
cars,
saying,
when
but
you
if you
backing
got-
up, the music go down. The new cars, the moment you put R, the music goes down automatically.
Yeah, automatically.
Automatically.
You got the phone synced to the car, so the GPS
Automatically go down.
It automatically turn it down and tell you, "Hey, this is your destination."
Mia, I feel you.
I ain't got
You
no
feel me?
car.
Okay.
I feel you.
Thank you.
I
Look
ain't
at
got
thank
no
you,
new
Keith.
car.
Thank you. Thank
Because
you.
you gotta
I'm driving
concentrate. It don't make sense.
I'm
Concentrate.
driving the 2000.
First of all, the mirrors should already be set. I don't know what the hell kind of driving you doing over there.
I told you I got a 2011. It don't automatically set. It still got the button where you got to push them bitches and put it together. With the new
Okay,
cars.
so it should already be set when you get in the car. You gotta
But
reset
once
it
you
every
set
time
it
you get
one
in there.
time, it don't go
That's
back
it.
up.
It don't move.
But the new cars though, when you put it in reverse, the shit that my mom got this.
But it's gonna be
the
set for you,
2022,
though.
That bitch just
Bro,
do the shit for you.
that shit don't
Hey,
even make sense.
I know what she mean because I got an 04 Dodge Ram, and for some reason I set the mirror like every time I jump in
Thank
it,
you.
and when I jump back in it be downward. I'll be like, "What the hell going on?"
Okay, I'm telling you,
So
it's the old
I feel what she's saying. The mirrors be having a mind of their own. I don't know the motor going out or what. They can't hold it away.
we need a new one.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one. So this one is what's the name of the jingle company Jamie worked for on the Jamie Foxx show? Jingles a Million, Jingles Bells, Jingles 2000, New Era Jingles.
Hey,
I want to say Jingle 2000.
that show came out in 2000.
The name of the show is the Jamie Foxx show. Remember? But remember he had that company that he was working for, where he was making the jingles. What was the name of that company? The company. The answers. The questions are. The selections are Jingles a Million, Jingle Bells, Jingles 2000, New Era Jingles.
I don't know.
No, nobody
Watch
knows.
it. Yeah, I ain't
The
really
only
watching.
the only one who got it was Mackinson. It was Jingles 2000.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really watch that show.
Me either.
Okay, this is a good one because we were just talking about driving and stuff like that. Okay, so this one says, when a black person says they are around the corner, how far are they away? Before y'all answer, these are before y'all answer, it is 5 minutes, 15 minutes. They just left the house, or just depends on who you're dealing with.
Just depends on who you're dealing with.
That y'all right. Y'all some real niggas. Okay, I ain't gotta take y'all black card. All right.
Prior.
Okay, so the next one is on the show The Fresh Prince. What was the name of the fast food restaurant Ashley Banks worked at? Skippity D Dog, Dippity Doo Dog, Doppity Doo Dog, or Hippity D Dog?
Dippity.
Dippity.
So you got, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it slower. Okay, skippity dee dog, dippity doo dog, doppity doo dog, hippity dee dog.
B.
Dippity.
B?
Yes, B is in boy.
Yes, it was dippity doo dog. All right. So let's get to our next question. Punky, you want to ask about the one with the emotional? Your question for the emotional one?
Oh,
Vulnerable and emotion.
Yeah. Oh, that was okay. I just wanted to because I knew that we had our motivational speaker, Mr. Dejan Talks, was going to be here, so I did want to pose the question: why is it that men don't? I wouldn't say don't like, but yeah, don't like to show emotion or vulnerability in any type of situation. So I wanted a male perspective on that question because we women talk about it all the time. And I think we hit it on earlier when you made mention that you're not able to show that because of the way you're, brought up. So who want to go first?
Y'all on mute, don't forget. So you got to unmute the talk.
So let me say, I know it's always on how you're brought up, but as you get older, you can dictate how you want to be. Just because you're brought up that way don't mean you have to stay that way. It's just like when they say you have to, when you learn, you can unlearn and relearn. Like for me, I have 3 boys. All that lovey-dovey stuff, like I would date a guy like my boys because I let them know and I show them how to treat a woman and what they like. So all that hugging and being emotional, like they can do that and they do that. So
that's good. Break that generational curse, girl. Yes. Shouts out. For real.
So
because I know I
was raised by a single mother, like I told y'all before, and being you're as a boy growing into a man, the best teacher to teach you about how to treat a woman is your mother. You get what I'm saying? Because my mom is very old school. So for me, it's like she used to always tell me, like, you know what I'm saying, the type of gift that you possess, it's gonna be hard for you to Gage, shut up. It's gonna be hard for you to deal with a woman not letting her see your vulnerable side or emotional side, because you're a person that if you really rock with that person, you show them that you care, because that's a part of emotion. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't show no emotion. If somebody that you just met and y'all getting to know each other, say 6 to a year, 6 months to a year, y'all getting to know each other and y'all been rocking and everything like that, and she do something to get on your nerve, you would show a sign of emotion to let her know, like, listen, you basically pressed the button of my vulnerability, so therefore I got emotion to let you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it don't sit right with me. So if it's a dude, if vice versa, if it's a dude that don't care, he's gonna block it out and act like he don't care. And you're gonna continue to do it, but you'll never push a button. So I don't see how it would ever work with even friendship, businessship, or whatever you have going on with the person, how it would ever work without you showing that part. Gay, shut up. Sorry, y'all.
That's you with that dog.
Yeah, man. He tripping.
Hey, Punky, you can't say shit because that'd be Bella when she be crying for attention.
Do not do my baby like that. She behaved the whole night too.
She did a good job. Go ahead, Bella.
Hey, yes.
All right. Do anybody else want to tune in, chime in to that?
Yeah, since the question was addressed to men, I'll take a stab at it. As the young brother was speaking, I was taking some notes down. So there's a couple factors that I've highlighted as I deal with a lot of mental health issues, especially amongst the Black men in our community. And some of those things are a lack of safe space. A lot of men don't feel safe when they're expressed because a lot of times when they've picked the wrong fruit, A lot of the things that they've said have been weaponized against them at a later time. Women are phenomenal at caring and being expressive and emotional and making sure we feel safe, but their mouth can be one of their greatest weapons as well in weaponizing what men have already shared. So men already lack that ability to share and express. So when they actually create that space to share and it is weaponized against them, now it becomes 10 times harder for them to be expressive. Second is a lack of emotional intelligence. A lot of men were not created to have the emotional IQ that women have. And there has to be a balance of the expectations where women have this high emotional IQ and men are down here when it comes down to the emotional IQ chain. And women want men to speak on the emotional IQ that they speak at. That's not a realistic goal. You actually have to come down a little bit as he makes an attempt to progress up. So that way when the communications are taking place, it may not be in the fashion that you want to receive it, but it is being taken place. Men speak their emotions. It's just not always verbally articulated. You'll know it in the clutching of their hand. You'll know it in their body language. You know it when they shut down. I always say silence speaks louder than words. Sometimes people are looking for words, but their silence is actually speaking a lot louder than their words. But we're missing those because when we're trying to be expressive, we're and why are you not saying nothing back? And why are you not saying nothing back? And why are you not saying nothing back? That's not how he expressed. So understanding the communication language, right? So you guys were talking about communication earlier. There's different ways to communicate, and it's not always auditorial. Body language is 90% of communication. So it's watching some of those things and seeing, is he being expressive even though it's not verbally? Expression expectations are one of the biggest killers in communications, right? So we come with these standards of how we're expressed, how we want to be loved, how we want to be expressed to, because that's how we pour. So everybody heard of the 5 love languages, right? Once you took that test, you realize, well, this is how I receive and I give love, right? So we go in because this is how we receive something. That's how we give it to somebody else. That doesn't mean you love them just because you're giving them the love that you want to receive, right? And that's how we're treating people when we come down to the emotional side. And then because we want to be hold when we're sad, or we want to speak when we're angry or when we're going through something. All right, now let's look at that man. Is that his language when it comes down to these scenarios, right? He needs to understand yours, but you also need to understand his. A lot of men, a lot of Black men could really benefit from a lot of safe space conversation with other mature Black men, not women. Other mature Black men that have walked down their path because there's a level of understanding and respect that they're going to give. They don't need a woman to tell them what they need. They need men to exemplify what they need, right? And the fourth and last point that I would say is a lot of the Black men need to benefit from a lot of the therapy that's available in today's society, but we hide behind religion, we hide behind prayer, we hide behind pain, we hide behind trauma, we hide behind pride, we hide behind money, we hide behind sex, we hide behind success, we hide behind cars, we hide behind the club, we hide behind the house, we hide behind all of these things that will negate the things that we're supposed to deal with mentally and emotionally. So that's the reason we're going to continue to get the same results that we've always gotten, right? So there's never a cookie cutter answer to these type of questions, but what they are is there are minimal steps that we can take every day to get there better. You know, I never really talked to Pumpkin like that, but you know what? She's always trying. I'm going to make a conservative effort to do a little bit better this week. You know, when I get angry, I just walk out the door and I don't want to talk. Let me just go blow off my seat because I get overwhelmed. Let me try to sit and just stay there for a minute. I'm going to express to her, listen, there's going to be a time where I'm going to feel like I'm going to want to run out the house, but I'm going to do my best to stay and just meet me halfway, right? Those small micro steps will lead to magnificent results. But the 4 things that I highlighted to me have been some of the issues that I found as I studied more about Black men's mental health in today's society.
Damn, that was good.
I had to take a deep breath, boy.
That was good.
Hold on.
That was good. Okay, I see you, friend. That summed it up in a nutshell. Like, I don't know if anybody else want anything else to say.
Look, how can you come after that?
Exactly.
I never looked at it from all them perspectives, to be honest. You know what I mean? Outside of, cultural and growing up and our parents and how they make us think that, now that I'm actually gonna be having my master's in mental health in like 3 months, and when you really study the mind, it is like phenomenal how this thing up here controls your entire life. And if this ain't together, you'll never be together. I don't care how much money, I don't care who you dating, where you live. It just don't go well without
mental
that.
health is new wealth, honey.
It definitely is. And Mia's very vocal about it, and I really applaud you for that, sis. She let it be. Hey, listen, I need y'all to teach me how to control this. You know what I mean? So she's very vocal about it, and I think the more we are more vocal about it and aware of it, I think we'll do so much better as a community as a whole.
I agree. I think it definitely starts with awareness. I think once a person just have that awareness within themselves, that'll be the first step to them to be able to manage their mental health. And I'm talking from experience because some of y'all know me from when I was a child. Like I was a bad attitude having, wanting to like all of these things to become somebody that I'm able to articulate how I feel in a way where I don't have to be arguing with you is a lot of growth within myself. So yes, let's just take one step at a time and just realize like having that awareness is just where we need to begin. Recognize you got a problem and just work with that. Like that's the first step to doing it. Yeah, exactly. The first step is admitting it. Like just, okay, look, I'm a little fucked up in the head, bro. Like let me just look at Kim raising her hand.
Got a few loose screws. Let me get together.
For real. So forgive me. Yeah, because sometimes I'm gonna disappear. I'm not gonna answer the phone. I'm not gonna respond to text messages. Don't take it personal. That's just me working through whatever it is I may be going through at the moment. Like, and people just gotta recognize that people go through things and respect the space. That's it.
But then another thing too, when you fall back, go ahead, Kim. Sorry.
I need you to admit one thing for me.
I'm listening.
Admit why you an Aries hater.
I knew it was coming. I fucking knew it. I am not an Aries hater. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. But the one thing too, Mia, like you were saying, falling back, but then you have to have those people when you fall back and it's longer than the norm, or they don't hear from you, that they do reach out to make sure you're not going to stay in that space for that time frame as well.
Yeah.
You also have to have a balance when it comes to, both of that. Because when you
Amazon,
get MIA,
you got
I'll
something
be like,
to say?
where you at?
Yeah.
Mental health is something, especially in the youth for me, a big thing. But I think also it's just understanding it too. So the people that are around you, yeah, you may have an issue, but if they don't understand it, a lot of times it takes you to understand to know how to speak to a person or how to approach them about, whatever they have going on. Because some people like their space. Some people need someone to check on them all the time to show them that they love, have love for them, or someone's thinking of them. I just recently had someone call me that was going to commit suicide, literally last week on Instagram.
What was that like? For you.
First I'm like, at first I was a little confused. I'm like, not confused. I was just shocked. Like, why did you reach out to me? He said, I feel like you, you're a person I can talk to. And he literally was at the beach because he felt like everyone's against him. He explained his situation when he was young, in which is just been sitting on him so hard to where some girl he was with just broke his heart, and that just triggered every emotion. So I just talked positivity to him. I kept sending him messages. I've been checking on him every day. I explained to him the worth. He has to understand his worth, and that, you take what happened to you in the past, and there's more people like you. So you need to speak on it to try to help somebody else. So he's good. He even sent me messages, and stuff. So
is he looking for a provider?
Well, I sent him the suicide hotline. I told him he needs to, see someone. If you have something, you definitely can send it to me. We're
currently taking patients, by the way, just FYI.
Send them to me because he's not the only one I got. So,
yeah. And Mia, that's crazy that she just said that, because that's the same thing just happened with the text earlier, same exact thing. And I'm like, me? It was the same conversation. It just, people right now are not mentally where they need to be. And if a person you know that normally would not reach out to you or wouldn't speak to you, and don't ignore it. Just don't ignore it. Even if it takes you a few seconds just to shoot it, you straight, okay, I'm gonna hit you. Anything, because that one little message could make a difference in that person's life. So, and I've learned that today, because Mia was like, yo, hit her. And I'm like, okay. And when the conversation I was like, damn. And she was like, yo, like, you really just, you have no idea what you just did by just calling me. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never thought that, you know what I mean? Like, me, I didn't realize I had that kind of, influence on this particular individual, because we were around her like, what, 4 hours max? I never knew her from a can of paint.
Yeah, probably like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. But like sometimes you just have that presence with you. Like, I guess it don't. You just never know. I feel like everybody is on this earth to help somebody at some point in life. So
the issue is, in today's society, everybody's walking around with a lot of different masks for different situations and different people, right? We live in a world where everybody's full of insecurities, and we're just talking our way through our insecurities behind our education, behind our money, behind our look, behind our big butt, our big breasts, our big you know what, and our big you know what. And if you do study, you'll find out that the average Black man, women are ready to marry at their early 20s. The average Black man don't know their value until they're 33 years old to 35 years old. They don't come into the understanding of their value, because nobody has ever invested in them and said, this is your worth. I'll give you a small example, right? Women, hide your precious jewel, girls. Hide your cookie. Your thing is precious. You don't give it to all men. Girl, you better watch for that thing. Very rarely, I'm not saying it doesn't take place, very rarely do anybody look at a little boy and be like, little boy, your thing is precious, right? Your thing is precious, right? Nobody does that investment on that side as often as it would take place on the other side. Men grow up, the reason why they're not vulnerable is because when they are expressive, they're looked at as weak. So that's a weak trait. That's a woman trait. So then he's going to run away from anything that's going to make him look as weak or as a woman trait. So he's going to shy from that. He's going to shy from anything that, especially depending on the environment he grew up in. If you grew up in an environment like me and you are emotional, you would get eaten up alive. You would die. You wouldn't survive, right? And then you got to think about, okay, if he doesn't know his value and nobody's investing back to him his value, how is he supposed to be ready to do everything that we're expecting of him in today's society? The average man today, I don't care what skin color he is, he doesn't start learning his value till he's in his mid-30s. Think about that. Something to really think about. That's a late time in life to understand what your worth is. So we're living in a world full of insecurities where people don't really know that. We talk about this self-love. I know my worth. I always tell people, you don't know your worth, because if you knew your worth, it would express in the decisions that you make. Your decisions would determine your worth. So when I keep hearing, I know my worth, I know what I deserve, I know that, I sit back, I don't argue with it. I just look at the decisions that you make and I'm like, I realize that you really don't know your worth. And we live in a world full of peer pressure and insecurities. Because if we didn't, then why does the world speak the same and all look the same? Right? So it's just some food for thought. I'm just saying, so just some food for thought.
Okay, all right. That nice way of putting that. This conversation clearly we know can go all day, all night, right, left. And I know Kim have one last question, and me, I think we at 1 hour 43. So I think Kim, you want to go ahead and do the last question? The pay for it.
So my, which kind of goes, well, so I seen something where they had this little preview, I guess, for Chris Brown. And, he charged $1,000 to take pictures. So my question is, would you pay to play?
Hell no.
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 Nope.
No.
$1,000 to take a picture?
$1,000 to take a picture, and every single picture that he took, it just looks like, you know, they were. It just they were in a relationship. Really played his part. But I'm like, yeah, a whole stack, right?
And then you said, what did they do with the picture?
Well, they posted it on, you know, Instagram or whatever. Or
girl, Chris Brown would have been butt bookie naked, and I would have been in that bitch straddling him or something. Or we gonna make this thing worth its $1,000 just to stand next to Chris Brown
and take a picture.
Who is Chris Brown?
That's the next thing of knowing your worth.
Girl, I could pay a light bill, water bill, condo. Let me see what I can get. About $1,000.
Yes.
Nah, I'm straight off of that.
Wait, let me.
No. I don't like nobody that much to want to pay $1,000 to take a picture with you.
No, and I took pictures when your ass was on stage. So why I need one with you sitting next to me?
Not with Photoshop.
Yeah, come
you want a picture with them? You Photoshop a picture.
Let's stand right next to them. Hey. For free. No, that's crazy. I'm definitely not paying nothing to. What is that? No, I'm not paying to play. Sorry, Chris. Love you, but nah, not like that. Now, Champagne Poppy, though. Sis, I might have to break the bank, though, for Champagne Poppy. Woo! Drake, I might have to break the bank for Drake, though. I don't know. I might have to do that shine. Just in case you hear me out there, babe. Oh, gosh. No, I'm just joking. So, would you, Dejan? No. I know you ain't gonna break nothing. Oh no, I asked you.
I know damn well you wouldn't fall for Drake like that with that last album. I don't know what the hell
you a hater. Why you hating? Why are you hating on?
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like the last album, I don't know what he was on, where he was at, who inspired him. But he need to throw the whole thing.
You gotta understand music to understand where he was coming from.
Yeah.
Don't do him. That's the new wave. I'm telling y'all. That man knows how to tap in and make money. He's not gonna do what you want him to do. He's gonna do what's gonna make the money. Cause I guarantee you, up in Sweden and what's the other place over that way? I don't know, but them people over there banging that music in their club, and they in there from 10 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning, just fist bumping the whole night to that Drake album. You hear what I say? Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick my gospel on this side.
In the, listen, gospel music good too now. Pastor Michael, what is it? Pastor Michael, what's his name? Junior. He hit.
Yeah. You know, Tasha Cobb don't never miss a beat. You feel me?
Yeah, I like both of them. It's a way of changing the narrative, but that's another conversation for another
time. Yeah.
Stop, Bella. We talked too soon. Now my dog is acting up. So I'm not sure what happened to where Mia and Kim is. I think we at 147. I don't know if you guys have any businesses or anything, your social, shout them out, let everybody know how to find you guys if they're interested in what you're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with my girl Keisha first. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Well, y'all can find me at Pick Your Potion. That's my bartending business. And yeah, Pick Your Potion across the board, Instagram, Facebook.
And it's spelled the way it's pronounced.
All together. Pick Your Potion.
Okay. Pick your potion, guys.
Okay, my bad. I was trying to do that for you, but it's not gonna work. Keisha being modest. Anyways, we're gonna turn up for her. Y'all look, book my sister, please, for y'all parties and mobile goddamn mobile bartender. Okay. Cause she ain't gonna turn up. She do everything. She got her own signature drink stuff that she got going on and stuff like that. Yeah. Straight out of Dade County. We're gonna do that right there. So yeah, all right.
Hey, all day.
So I'll be back. I had to come back because she's gonna be all, yes, pick your potion. No, hey, y'all follow each other right now, please. Let's drop y'all stuff real quick. Let's connect. Let's I'm gonna drop it down. Pick
You got liquor
So
by
Amazon, you want Jig, you want to go next? I know you're trying to get into the club. Go ahead. Drop all your socials, all your platforms.
We can't hear you.
What's I was doing? I was paying for my gas.
Drop your socials. Let everybody know how they can find you, Mr. Loverboy.
On my social, 577-34. Oh, my social media.
Wow.
Are you? I cannot stand. Really?
Get my right quick.
It's J_I_G.
Double G.
Hey Jig, I have a favor. Can you tell Sammy I've been in his DMs for the last 5 years? I need him to reply to me. Thank you.
I don't know who that is.
Whatever.
Yeah, you know who it is.
Just listen. That's all I ask. I ain't say who, what, when. Well, tell just that's it. Okay, go ahead. Who's next?
The next Amazon.
You can reach me on Instagram at Shay_the Amazon Queen. Also, look out for You Are Limitless. It is a nonprofit I am starting for our youth, trying to get them out the streets and into sports, helping pay for it for those that cannot afford it, shoes, and all that good stuff. So
Can you mute your mic and then unmute and come back in again? Because we did not hear everything.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. No, not really, but you can see if we can talk a little bit louder.
Try to switch your connection up or something. Yeah, because it's like.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay. So my Instagram is Shay_the Amazon Queen. And then look out for You Are Limitless. It's a nonprofit that I am starting up to get kids out of the streets and into sports, to introduce them to sports. If they can't afford it, I'm going to try to get funds to pay for it for them, as well as cleats, sneakers, and all that kind of stuff. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Can you spell that for us, please?
Yes. You are, so it's YOUARE and Limitless. LIMITLESS. Find your kids and know they're limitless regardless of their situation, whether you have money or not.
Okay. I like that. That's really dope. Maybe Dejan could come there and speak to the boys.
So he already on my list.
Make sure I get my cut, D. So it's your turn. Go ahead. Let the people know how we can find you and all the things you're doing, your booking engagements, etc.
Make sure you do all the booking for me too with us, and then you can get your cut as management. Mine is pretty simple on all platforms. I don't care where you go. It's the way that my name's spelled on here, Dejan Talks. Whether you're on YouTube, the website, Instagram, TikTok, I don't change it. It's Dejan Talks on every platform. Wherever you go at, if you type in Dejan Talks, you'll find me and everything that I'm doing. Some of the things that I'm working on right now for our community. I am the National Reform Director for the United States right now, currently located in Atlanta, Georgia. So when one of us gets shot or abused by the cops, I'm probably the first face you're going to see on the news. Standing up for us and the injustice that's taking place in our Black communities. I get behind the gun and try to protect the next Black man or the Black boy or the next Black woman from not being the one we're creating riots for. When I'm not doing that, I do something similar to what this young lady doing. I own a company called Restored Apparel Co. And Restored is catered to kids who has a parent that is incarcerated. Our goal is to send them to college for free. I played sports all my life, but I try to steer the kids away from that avenue simply because what society has tried to do is steer all our Black boys and Black girls into two funnels, entertainment and sports. And that's only 5% of our Black millionaires and billionaires. Well, what's the other 95% doing? They're in STEM, they're in tech, they're in business, they're in Silicon Valley. So I actually have after school programs where I help kids learn tech, learn STEM, learn all of these things, entrepreneurship, before it's too late, before they get to our age, so they can maximize on their finances at a later age. And when I'm not doing that, I use this big mouth of mine to either motivate people, tell stories, or I use my ears to listen to people that's going through some tough situations. But if you just follow me on any social media platform, you'll see all of the work that I'm doing without me having to highlight it here. But if you have a business and you need help, I own a consulting firm. We do pretty good work. We teach business classes on Saturdays to all entrepreneurs, and we have a $10 billion funding pool. Depending on what stage your business is in, we have $10 billion worth of funding pool. We buy projects anywhere from if you want to buy a 20 building apartment, $100 million apartment, you want to build light in Haiti or Africa, depending on the project you're working on, we have the funding for pretty much any type of business if it's ready. Just because I say that, don't get in my DM. I will not answer you just because you hear money. Your business has to be in the stage where you've already created enough capital. You've already went through series A, B, and C. If you don't know what those are, then that means you're not ready yet. Yep. If you haven't done that yet, you're not ready yet. But I can teach you how to get ready with your right pitch deck and everything else. That's what I do. Thank you, guys.
Kimmy, you want to go next? I'm not sure she's there. Well, since I'm here, I'll go next. And I just do want to say thanks again for everybody who decided to come on the platform. We really appreciate you guys taking time out your day to join in with us to kind of show people that we all can actually sit together, have a decent conversation where it doesn't have to go left all the time. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna run it back because I know Mr. Bless in the Streets just jumped back on. We just need you to drop all your socials, let everybody know what you do. So you know you can build up some clientele over there, friend.
Thank you, Pump. You already know you the GOAT. You're always looking out for the kid, and I always return it back. But yeah, like I was saying before in the beginning when I introduced myself, I'm an entrepreneur, running 5 different departments within one business name. As far as, mobile mechanic, roadside assistance, which is 24/6. Only reason why I don't operate on Sunday because I give that to God as His day. Home remodeling, business remodeling. We do all of that. You can find us on Facebook, Blessed in the Streets Mobile Services, Instagram, BTS_mobile services, Twitter, same thing. Just trying to get back to the community on my off time when I'm not Blessed in the Streets. And that way I'm also on the field. Like I said, I volunteer for a youth football and cheerleading program. Our first opening season game is tomorrow in Port St. Lucie. And that's just the way that's what I like to do. I like to give back to my community, and like Amazon was saying about, taking the kids off the streets into sports. That's what we mainly try to do, because we have a lot of young youth that's getting killed, wrong place, wrong time. I lost a baby brother who never seen the age of 17 and got killed for being at the wrong place, wrong time. And that's why I try to give myself that opening voice and that platform of what I'm doing and what I'm gifted with to be able to try to steer kids from that avenue, because I know what it was like growing up, and I know there's better. There's a lot of kids that are gifted. They just don't know the gifted talent yet because either it might be in front of them and they just not paying attention to it, or they just be blind to following friends and, being with the crowd and everything like that. So that's pretty much what I have.
Okay, and let me also drop the number because he should have did that from the beginning. So just in case you guys need any services, and I mean anything, because when I call him, he pulls up and he take care. He do oil change, he do tune-ups, he change door locks, he paint, he remodel. Girl, I'm talking about baseboards. He do electrical, plumbing, he do it all. The phone number, just in case if you are local, because we are going to be streaming on audio, and this is in Palm Beach County. You do Tri-County?
Yes, I do Tri-County.
Okay,
if the numbers make sense, I do travel out of state. I just came back from Georgia not too long ago from doing another basement remodel. So if the numbers make sense, I travel wherever it needs to go.
He pulling up. He might do international too. I don't know yet because we do got some listeners up in Nigeria. So I'm just saying. So the number is 561-779-3846. Again, it's 561-779-3846. Please make sure y'all book my boy. And if y'all need y'all motivational speaker, make sure y'all book. I'm telling you, I went to one of his business thing. He invited me. I'm like, I ain't gonna go, but I went. This man can freaking speak. Like when he talks, he makes you pay attention. And not everyone that talk can do that. Man, I was glued to him. I'm like, shit, maybe I should marry him. Maybe I should marry him. I'm just joking. But he does a phenomenal job of delivering what it is he wants to deliver. And he makes you go home. Because when I left that place, I didn't know what I was going to do as far as my business. But when I left, let me tell you, Dejan, I done took me a course. I got my business plan. I got my building, everything. So I want to thank you so much for that. Thank you. I appreciate that because that was one of the best things that I put myself in a position to be able to let God speak to me in that space. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And also make sure you guys like and follow Amazon. It takes me a while to say that because I know her about something else. We definitely need to, all of us can link up because it looks like we all have similar goals and aspirations as far as our community and our kids and where we would like them to be. Because when we were growing up, we didn't have those platforms and, those same things. So Shamaria, definitely tap in. Like I said, I am a healthcare provider. Nobody probably would never know that because I don't broadcast it. I am not your typical provider because I'm going to talk how I want to talk. I'm going to dress how I want to dress, and I'm going to hang out where I want to hang out and judge your mammy. I tell y'all that all the time. So that's my passion, taking care of people, educating people, making my people more healthier and knowledgeable when it comes to their health. That is my thing. And I'm a podcaster because, baby, I love to talk. That's my thing. I'm going to talk my ish. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say.
The GOAT.
So I wear many hats. I'm not going to sit on here like Dejan and go back and forth as far as what I do. If there's anything you need, just tap in, DM, message. Either one of my co-hosts, we are always down to allow anyone to be on our platform, regardless of your stats. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire or if you're a little janitor. If you need a platform to speak or just have dialogue, this is the place for you. And I'm going to pass the mic to my sis. Hey, Mia. Yes, it's your turn, babe.
Oh, I was still trying to download this stuff for you, but
oh my God, you love me.
I'm trying. Hold on, I'm finna see. That's why I was telling you just to prolong everything. I'm still working on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little 2 cents in. Again, I want to thank y'all, Keisha, baby. You did great, baby. We gotta have you on again, okay? I gotta bring the squad on next time so it could be like a little Miami shutdown. And we finna get that thing started. But I need y'all to do me a favor. If y'all could go on our Facebook page real quick and write a review on how y'all felt like the show was. Do that for me, please. That would just make my heart smile. I really don't feel like getting into everything that I do. I don't know. Just follow me, man. I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm a podcaster. That's what I do. That's where I'm here. And I work, goddamn it. So follow me.
No, she don't. Since you want to know, since you want to hype everybody else up. No, she's not. I'm telling you, my girl is. If you need your social media to be ran, she is the GOAT. Like she can make sure she make your social media. Because as you can see, all this stuff that has to do with this podcast, this is her. She put all the visuals together, the platform, the graphics. This is her. So if you need any graphics or you need a social media manager, content creator, this is your girl. So don't let her downplay shit because she is a GOAT when it comes to it. She also do wholesale lashes. So if you are a makeup artist or a woman that just want to, switch them up a little bit like me, tap in. She gets you right. She also sells contacts and she's a phenomenal mother to a beautiful autistic child. So if you do have any questions or any issues, she is a great resource when it comes to that. So stop downplaying it, sis. Come on.
I'm sorry, y'all. I like to hype everybody up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you.
Where our attorney at? And we got a lawyer on here.
Where Kim? Cause she be hiding and stuff.
She is an attorney, guys, by the way. That's why I said people look at professionals and think they want to put us in a box, and it doesn't work like that. Because on this platform, we have so many people and so many different avenues, and our personalities are like super dope. Like, don't tell me I can't talk a certain way just because of what I do.
Right. Yeah. Thank y'all again for taking 2 hours out of y'all busy life to kick it with us